Christmas is a special time of the year for children, and with that comes a promise of lots of toys to the tune of about $28 billion a year in the United States. Toys tied to popular movies like Wicked, Barbie, and TV shows like Paw Patrol are helping drive sales this year. According to U.S. trade body, the Toy Association, Netflix series Wednesday is also creating interest in magical toys with hidden features and secret codes. And according to a survey by the Toy Association, 45% of parents under the age of 40 consider a toy's environmental impact when selecting what to get. So being eco-friendly and durable are key watchwords. They're also concerned about screen-free active play and play-based learning, which helps determine the type of toys that they choose to buy. Let's take a deeper dive into the biggest holiday toy trends, and to help us do that, we're joined by James Zahn. He's the editor-in-chief of the Toy Book and a senior editor at the Toy Insider. James, welcome back to the show. So let's talk some toys.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. So for any procrastinators out there, not me, I'm not talking about myself, what are some of the last-minute gift ideas and hot toys around that will put a smile on kids' faces for the holidays? I was looking through your list. I know Siren Ultra Long Range Blasters was one of the toys.
Yeah, Siren is a new entry into the foam dart blaster realm. That is, they're ultra powerful. They go farther, faster, and there's 3 different blasters that the kids can collect. This is something for older kids, though, so I'm going to say 14 and up. We're going into that teen market, maybe even adults on that. But I think shifting gears, if we want to go younger kids, PMI Kids World has something great called Booksy. These are only about $9.99 a piece. They're little collectible figures featuring characters from Paw Patrol and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Each one has an actual book inside. So it's play, display, and we're teaching literacy.
What about for the gamers on the scene?
For the gamers this year, I'm going to say Nintendo. They released 5 big titles this fall rolling into the holidays. So you've got Luigi's Mansion 2, you've got the new Princess Peach game, you've also got Mario Party The Showdown, which has about 100 mini games in it, which is pretty awesome. There's a new Legend of Zelda title out. And what's great with those games, too, is you don't have to buy the physical games for the Nintendo Switch. They're also available to download as a purchase through the eShop if you happen to maybe say forget it.
And James, you say mermaids are big as well.
Yes, MGA Entertainment has rolled out a new line of LOL Surprise mermaids in 2 different scales. You can't go wrong with dolls for the little ones, and LOL just continues to be a big thing.
Okay, so let's switch gears and talk a little bit about the economics of toys. Tell me, how has inflation impacted the buying habits of parents?
One of the biggest things that's happened this year, and it's been a trend now almost front to back, is you almost think about shrinkflation with toys. Folks are wanting to get a lot of bang for their buck. And what this means is that toy makers and retailers have been very collaborative in designing products that are going to offer a high value. And that means giving the kids something that's a great toy, but it's not going to break the bank. One of the things we did with our consumer publication, The Toy Insider, is we put together a 12 under 20 list that's on our website, and we've got all kinds of great ideas there. But I think 10, 15, 20, those are hot price points right now.
James, looking ahead to next year, how does the potential threat of Trump tariffs, particularly on China, where a lot of toys do get made, affect importers and exporters and supply chains as well?
I think it should be no surprise that any tariffs would be a terrible thing for the toy industry. It could even be catastrophic for some small to mid-sized companies out there, because you really have to look at who is going to pay for this. And one of the things that we keep running into is it doesn't seem like this incoming administration might really know the nuances of how this works, that the consumer is ultimately going to pay the price. So on the back end, manufacturers might eat a little bit of it by lowering their prices. Retailers might also take a little bit of that. But at the end of the day, the prices are going to increase. And there are some small to mid-sized companies that can't take a hit because they can't deal with lower sales volume, and they certainly can't let it eat into their already thin margins.
So then what are they doing? How does that impact what they produce, what they sell?
One of the biggest things happening right now is a shift to find other countries where they might be able to source products. And right now, Vietnam and India are two of the big ones leading the charge. There's also a lot of discussion in the U.S. about nearshoring, and Mexico comes up a lot. One thing that's tricky with that is, what if they do this and then all of a sudden the administration wants to turn tariffs in a different direction? Anything is possible right now.
I want to talk about sustainability really quickly, not too much time left. How important does that continue to be within the industry? Because I think it used to be a big buzzword. A lot of people were focused on it, but there seems to be a little bit of a shift, a little bit of a cooling off. Do you agree with that?
I do. There was a lot of buzz. There was a little bit of greenwashing going on, but basically the industry has targeted 2030 or shortly thereafter as a benchmark for becoming sustainable. We've seen companies like Lego make great strides in that, particularly with wind power and solar power for their facilities. But consumers, again, when they're looking at price, and if they see one item that's sustainable and one that's not, there's a chance they might go for the lower cost item. But we've seen successes this year. Melissa and Doug, with their FSC certified wooden toys, doing huge business. So there are options out there, but it seems to be sort of a balance, and we're not hearing as much about it right now. And the economy, I think, has a lot to do with that.
And of course, everyone talking about Wicked as well, helping drive sales too. We will have to leave it there. Thank you so much, James Zahn.
You're quite welcome.
And happy holidays to you.
Happy holidays.